All right, let's go. How we are we? How we are? We. It's so cold. I got a wee. How are we doing on this winter classic Friday? Don't need this. I actually remembered the heater in this room today. What do we got? We got 32 degrees, no wind, so that's not so bad. That's not so bad. We'll take it. It's a little bit cooler than you guys down there getting ready for the Winter Classic tonight. And good stuff. Good stuff. Now, I'll mention this a couple of times. The schedule is going to be, I'm going to be in here live for the members starting at 6:15. I'm going to go to 7:30, and then at 7:30, Kyle will pick it up downstairs, and then I will join him back at 8, and then we'll do all the pregame stuff and obviously the game. So what did we have last night? Definitely several games. The Sens beat the Caps, not good. Mammoth beat the Islanders, good. The Penguins beat the Wings, overtime, so they get a point. The Canadiens 7, Hurricanes 5, yikes. The Lightning won, the Maple Leafs won, the Blackhawks. Graduate school kids. The Blackhawks beat the Stars 4-3, and the Kraken beat the Preds. So that puts us, all right. I mean, yeah, boy. 1 through third place is, I wouldn't exactly say slip sliding away, but we're 5 points behind the Canadians with a game in hand. We got a big one coming up again against the Canadians next week. And then, at some point, we would like to see the Lightning take over and the Wings just, no offense to Wings fans, but could you please go away? Because you're crowding up the top 3. You're making it a little bit more difficult than we would prefer. So, how are we doing, Mike? Yeah, the day the world has been waiting for. That is an excellent way to put it. Colin, good to see you. Hey, Jim, how you doing, bud? New member. Appreciate you, buddy. That is my brother-in-law. Good to see you, bud. How you doing? You guys, I guess maybe you're off of work today. Like he gets like 3 days a year off from work. My sister gets about 2 days a year off from work. So must be nice to have a day off. Hungry says the salt mines have been bountiful this week. It has been. Oh, which by the way, I tried to put together something yesterday with the stream that got nuked, and I couldn't do it because even though I had recorded it and I still have it, it has, even if I take the visual of the game, of the practice off, the audio is in there. It's not separate audio. It's all one thing because so I couldn't do anything with it because the audio would still also get copyrighted. So that's why I didn't put a clip out, because I couldn't separate the audio. It was frustrating. Craig says the rink and the ice look pretty sweet. The families and staff all look like they had a fun time yesterday. Should be a special game tonight, which again, by the way, I watched the Panthers practice towards the end. Did anybody see Marchand's daughter? I'm assuming that's his daughter because she was wearing his jersey. Am I the only one that saw Marchand's daughter skating? And she was skating next to these two boys, and she was flying. Like, she can skate, man. Get her signed up. I'm not even joking. It was like all the other kids were just like having fun, and she was like, boom. She was flying. I'm wondering if I'm the only one that saw that. Hey, Jameson. Colin says, my hope for January is Panthers get close to 60 points by the end of the month. Definitely is possible, but does help when you have players slowly coming back. Obviously, we all know by now, no Chucky for today, but that's okay. Wasn't that nice to see Barkov on the ice, though, yesterday? Yeah, Hungry. The Olympic break starts February 6th. Reels got Jones made the USA roster. Lundell, E2 for Finland. And Forsling for Sweden. Oh, so no Mikkola? Is that what I'm hearing? Did Mikkola not get picked? Hey, Simon, how you doing, bud? Panthers got to get 2 points tonight. Got to get. Let's see. IDK. IDK, I like it, man. I like the consistent energy. Just never change, man. He says, who's ready to not get 2 points and fall further behind the Sabres? Come on, IDK. It's the Rangers. We're not going to lose every game. Goat Slayer says, good afternoon, Jaws. Hope today is a good day for you, Kyle, Donna, and the Cats, but not the Rangers. They need to have a bad day. Kyle slept almost the entire, like he slept till about 1, and then he was back asleep again by about 6:30, and then I think he woke up at 10, and I think he was back to sleep by like maybe 11:30. That poor kid was exhausted. Hey, David, how you doing, buddy? IDK says, just assume the Canadians are always going to beat us. I know. I know. And Sunday we're against the Avs. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Simon, in terms of, he's asking what I think about our upcoming games. I'm not going to say I feel good, because every time I say feel good, we don't do well. So let's just say we've got 2 games left on this homestand, and I expect 2 points, and I expect those 2 points to come tonight. We may as well not even show up on Sunday. Like, with all of the emotional energy and all of the stuff going on this weekend, we may as well just throw some AHL guys out there on Sunday. Maybe they'll shock us. It would be an absolute shock of a 2 points. And it's certainly, let's put it this way, if we could beat Colorado on Sunday, that would make up for losing to Montreal. And then we go on the road against the Leafs, Canadians, Sens. Oh, yeah, we got the long road trip coming up. The long one with only the one day in between. So, yeah, we've got business to tend to tonight. Okay, Mikla as well. Real, thank you. I figured that. Yeah. Hey, Alechka. Mackey wasn't on the ice yesterday? I did not see that. Well, that's interesting. I wonder if he was sick or something. Huh. That's really weird, Alechka. I had not thought that. Van says PWHL player of the future. Hungry says Marshy's daughter has Ricky Bobby syndrome. She wants to go fast. Yeah, I saw that, Craig. I saw about Pobo wanting to coach the Pee Wee Panthers. Yeah. David says, seems like Chucky is going to be out a bit longer but Sasha coming back quicker. It kind of feels like they're being extra careful with Chucky, right? So, hey, Kenneth, how you doing, bud? Yeah, it was a tough one against the Habs. No doubt, man. No doubt. Ashley says, yeah, I've been feeling like something's up with Mackey. I wonder what that's all about. I mean, you would think that the only reason he would not be out there if he was sick and he didn't want to be around the kids and everything. That would suck if he couldn't play. Dana says, yeah, I've seen Marshy's daughter zoom around on the ice. She's so much like Marchand. Yeah. Yeah, she was fast. She was noticeably fast. Like she very, very similar to her father, with just like everything was just like her skating was short and compact and just I was just like that. She could skate. Like we've all seen kids skate, but she was not messing around. Yeah, Balinskis got picked for Latvia. Oh, that's nice. OEL made Sweden too. Very good, very good. Mike says, I'm hoping the Sabres win 7 more and break the record. Yeah. At that point, though, don't you think, Mike, that would be like an abusive troll job if they somehow did manage to do that and still not make the playoffs? Like, does the fan base deserve that? Al says it's not just the Sabres we got to worry about. Leafs and Bruins are 1 win from passing us, sends 3 points. It's a dogfight. I mean, it's insane. There's 9 points between the Red Wings in first place and the Sens in last place. And the Sens have 3 games in hand I'm just noticing that there's 9 points that separate them. They've got 3 games in hand, and they're in last place. I don't know, man. Something's got to something. Something's got to something. I don't even know what to say. David says that's just because Kyle and myself were lions among men, and lions sleep a lot, 20 hours a day. My spirit animal for sure. He's still asleep now. He'd be all right. That's a good point, Colin. It does help that the Avs are on the second end of a back-to-back. I'm assuming they play Tampa Sunday, or is it Carolina? Let's see. Saturday. Carolina. So they play the Canes. So yeah, that's even a more difficult back-to-back. It's not like just a little bus ride from Tampa. Real says Georgia choked and Bama got destroyed yesterday. What a great day. I saw the ending of the Georgia game. Al says Sabres have very easy games coming up than us in 5 games. Real says, how can Mackey be on the ice when he's on a plane to Ottawa? You stop that. IDK, yeah, well, he was on the ice, but I'm just saying they're being careful with him in terms of, he was still in a non-contact jersey. Kenneth says, Mackey is a lifelong Rangers fan. No way he misses the game. And so did nobody, so it wasn't brought up or anything like that? I'm literally going to go to, that seems a bit, I'm just checking Twitter to see if there was anything to say. No, nothing. There's nothing. Not like none of our guys, none of our reporters said anything about why he missed or anything having to do with that. So, all right, that is what it is. Okay. Ghost Slayer says, Habs, who are the Habs? Montreal has a team. What are you talking about? You must have dimension. There's no Montreal Canadiens hockey team. Nope, not a team there at all. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. Okay, hungry. There's Vincent. How you doing, buddy? Says, well, Barkov on the ice actually was a sad look for me. Good thing he's not a lefty, so he can play with the puck on a healthy leg, but he has a long way ahead of him. Well, sure, no doubt. Oh, Vincent says you saw Mackey on the ice. Okay, all right. And if Mackey wasn't there, Vincent would definitely tell me. That's for sure. I know that because he would definitely want me to panic. So I appreciate that, Vincent. All right, Dana. Dave says, got to take some pity on Buffalo. They've never won any major title in any sport, and they aren't winning this year either, and they have to live in Buffalo. It's a little bit dicey, right? Yeah, Lundell and Luosterainen. We've got plenty of guys going. Real says, I'll take pity on the city of Buffalo if the Jets win another ring before them. Dana, yeah, oh, by the way, how many people are they fitting into the stadium? How many people are they fitting in there? Does anybody know the number? The full roster. I thought the rosters for USA were out yesterday. Well, we know Seth Jones, right? It's just Seth Jones and and Kachuk. That's it, right? Van says, I don't believe Colorado can go all season at this pace. They have a great team, but it's not like every other team is fundamentally worse than they are on every level. It's an insane pace. I mean, they're at a pace better than the Bruins when we beat them. I mean, they're 32-7. Like, they literally might make it halfway through the season with only 2 regulation losses. I mean, that is unfreaking, there's no word for it. I just can't even describe how crazy that is. Role model Alechka, don't trigger me about Mackey. Not today. Let me have my day. Kenneth says Buffalo fans made their own fun. Jaws even had a Buffalo heckled one day. I remember, man, every year at the Y100 Wing Ding at Young Circle, they would have all the people on the stage and the musicians and all of that stuff. And every year Marino would come out and he'd give this big talk and everything. And every year he told us this was the year we were going to beat Buffalo. This was the year, and never happened. Never happened. I think Marino beat Buffalo the last time that we played them. The one time I think Marino beat Buffalo in the playoffs, I think it was with Jimmy. I think it was with JJ. I don't think he ever beat Jim Kelly in the playoffs. Hungry says, funny little stat, 30% of Bills and Sabres season ticket holders are Canadians. That makes sense. Yeah, 35,000, Craig? I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, so Real says maybe like 36,000. All right, so then, yeah, that's a lot different of a parking job. Boy, what an event that's going to be. Al says, Colorado can 100% go all season this pace, but will they break down in the playoffs? There's not a whole lot of, the thing about that is like, which Western Conference team do you trust to beat them? I mean, that's the problem. I see Edmonton's in first place. Edmonton's in first place with 46 points, and the Panthers are out of the playoffs with 45 points. But the league is rigged for the Panthers. I just would like to clarify that. I'm not sure, Simon, with Chucky still in a non-contact jersey, from the looks of our schedule, he's probably going to come back on that road trip. It is a long road trip with just the one home game against the Sharks on the 19th, which, like we said yesterday, if the Hurricanes make the national championship, that game is at the same time as Panthers Sharks. So that's going to be a bummer. If that happens, maybe we'll get Nick to run the Panther stream for a game since he's a Sharks fan. Wonder how you guys would feel about that. Vincent says, does our team send the most players to the Olympics? I wouldn't doubt it. Especially with all the Finnish and the Swedish. And although maybe with Bennett not making it, it might not be the case. Capacity says 35-3, but who knows? Al says this is going to be a very hype year for the playoffs. We might miss it. No, we won't. We'll be okay. We'll be all right. Mike says, Jaws, would you say that the goaltending stats are a direct result of how good a defense is? I mean, there is some truth to that, right? I think it works in combination. There's times when, like, I know Tampa won some games in the playoffs where it was just a shooting gallery and Vasilevsky said no, just no. Like, if you've got that rare elite goalie, a Vasilevsky, a Brodeur, the real elites, Waugh, obviously, those guys, I think it's more a product of their ability. But when you come down to something like a Bobrovsky situation where he's capable of playing at a very high level, but at the same time, like we see this year, if the defense breaks down in front of him, he's vulnerable. You know what I mean? Like I would definitely look at Bob's numbers this year and place more of the blame for the quality of the chances that he's facing, because he's not facing a ton of shots, but it just seems like every night it's 2-3 breakaways and guys just left alone in front of the net. And that's difficult to ask any goalie to have good numbers on a consistent basis then. Bex says, I tell you this, yeah, March, I guarantee there's going to be a trade. There'll be more than one. I read that, or I watched that, Bex. So when I first heard what Zito said, what Bex is saying, for those that aren't reading the chat, he says, yesterday during the practice, the hosts were interviewing Zito, and they started talking about how Barkov was looking great and all laughing, etc. And Zito then proceeded to say the following. He says, I'll tell you this, in March, I guarantee you there's going to be a trade. There will be more than one. Now, when I first heard that, I was like, uh-oh. And then I realized he was just trolling in the sense that he didn't say the Panthers. He's just talking about the league. He's saying in March, there will be a trade. That he was trying to make a sarcastic point, but at the same time knowing that for us fans, where our ears are going to hear that, and our first intuition is going to be like, what do you mean? Who's getting traded? But he was just being kind of a smart ass to give them, some inside information, so to speak. That's how I took it anyway. Hey, JC says, morning, coming to you from a farm, working rover until the end of the week, taking care of 2 dogs, 3 cows, a horse, and a pony. Damn, JC. Nice. That's a rough life. Oh, come on, Jaws. Stop dropping the cap. You big dummy. Hold on a second. Okay, nothing's coming in there. Colin says, I trust the Stars to beat the Avs. Okay. I mean, I'd take that. Stop it, real. Aleshka says, we'll give them their 3 regulation loss on the 3rd regulation loss on Sunday. I'll take it. JC says, I stay here to the 5th like an Airbnb, but you're getting paid a $1.50. Wait a minute. Wait, is it just you, JC? Are you getting a vacation from the wife and hanging with animals at a farm and getting paid for it? Is that even legal? Come on, you got to be lying. Stop it, Vincent. You guys stop. Don't be mean. It's elder abuse. Al says, I could see Edmonton, Dallas, and the Wilder Knights all beating the Avs. Not saying it's likely, but definitely a reasonable possibility. Okay. Hungry, yeah, 33% more games have gone to overtime this season, which compared to last. Most of those points are in the East. I wonder why. Like, that's a big jump. But it might just mean, it might just be a sign of parity. Hey, Silva. Hungry says we have 9 Olympians and could have had 11 if Barkov's health was healthy and Cooper wasn't. I'm fine. Guys, think about it. We now will have a rested Sam Bennett with a chip on his shoulder. And it's perfect. It's perfect. The only one that I'm not thrilled with is Chucky. Like, he's not even playing yet, and he's going. I'm not happy about that. But that might help him get more ready for playoff hockey too. So there's that. Al says, imagine if we were in the Metro and got a free ticket to the playoffs every year, right? David says our system allows for more breakaways, so Bob has to stay ready. He is a big game goalie and rises to the occasion. 100%. Bobrovsky is definitely, there's two Bobrovskys. There's regular season and then there's playoff Bobrovsky. There's no way around that. I would like to see his numbers be a little bit better this year, but we're just not giving up a ton of shots, but we're still giving up the quality shots. So, what are you going to do? Yeah, good point, Real. Nosek might have made the Czech team if he wasn't hurt. David says, John Q. So, am I the only one that's selfishly happy that Bennett's not going? Am I the only one? Al says, why did we keep Ekblad? Why wouldn't we? Those are a lot of minutes that he eats as a top pair. Yeah, you could have put Jones there. But you're talking about a guy that's, sacrificed his body for the franchise. We drafted him, developed him. Like, there's just certain players that their effect in the locker room is almost worth more than what they do on the ice. Simon, how did the pool go? Yeah, so we had Steven was the champion of the league. I made a post about it on the football channel, but Steven had an 8-6 record, and I had an 8-6 record, but he beat me the last week of the regular season to get into the playoffs and knock me out, and then he won the championship. Jameson says, Zito also mentioned in that interview that the team has something special to wear when they arrive together at the ballpark tonight. I don't remember hearing that, but I wonder what that could be. Because I know they were talking about swag and everything. JC, yeah, yep. Damn, JC. I don't know. That can't be legal. There's no way that's legal, JC. I'm reporting you. I'm gonna fake some emails and send them to your wife and tell her what you're really doing. Come on now. Damn, JC. Van says Colorado, Dallas, and Minnesota dropping the West overall. Conferences face themselves more than the other. I see what you're saying. Yeah. JC says, I wish I was joking, but it's great. And the best part is by the time I get back home, the mother-in-law will be gone. I can't hate that one. Yeah, the new year is starting off great. JC. Oh my God. JC, half, or I tell the wife what you're really doing. I'm sorry, man. I want to tell you. I'm Italian. I need some vig. Al says lots of injuries in the East, teams focusing on guaranteeing 1 point instead of the goofy Panthers. That's another good point, Al's. Yeah. Yeah, good point, Craig, in terms of the Panthers. Be thankful Russia doesn't have an Olympic team too, right? Exactly, Hungry. Alechka says, oh, God, Bennett with a chip on his shoulder. At least will do anything to miss the playoffs now. Yeah, okay, Real. Hold on a second. I got you. All right. Let's see here. Bear with me. That's so wild. I gotta send that. Okay. Let me look here. USA. Is there already a okay, Frank Saravari. Oh, I know. Okay, let's look. All right, the USA Olympic roster. Here we go. Is this right? Okay, let me share the page. Bear with me. Okay, so let's see. Boldy, Connor, Eichel, Gensel, Hughes, Keller, Larkin, Matthews, Miller, Brock Nelson, Tage Thompson, Brady, Matthew, and Trocheck. Huh. Defense is Faber, Hannafin, Hughes, Jones, McAvoy, Sanderson, Slavin, Werenski. And Fox didn't make that. And then the goalies are Hellebuck, Ottinger, and Swayman. So if it was an NHL playoff style tournament, I would say the USA would have a much better chance against Canada. But if it's going to be, the less physical it is, obviously, the better that Canada is going to have a chance there, in my opinion. What JC say? Check your phone. I was going to send you a super chat, but you threatened me. You should see the look. Oh, I'm dying laughing. Damn, man. That's nice. That's nice. That's some nice big cows, man. Wait, that's the pony and that's the horse? Oh, the horse is so small. But that is a really small pony. No doubt. Very cool, JC. Oh my God, that was great. I'm dying. I'm dying. Oh my God. The look, if you guys have ever seen here, where's my here? The card. This is oh, you can't see that. Hold on a second. This is pretty much the look JC gave me. That's pretty much the look on JC's face. Oh my God, I'm dying. Oh my God. Oh geez. All right. So Team USA. And so Boldy, Connor, Eichel, Gensel, Hughes, Keller, Larkin, Matthews, Miller, Nelson, Thompson, Chucky, Trocheck. Now, when you put that next to Canada's roster, I mean, Eichel is nice, Gensel's nice, Hughes. I mean, the goalies, with Hellebuck, Ottinger, and Swayman, the goalies are going to be the chance that the USA has, in my opinion. There, I'm not sure what you guys think. Yeah, stacked defensively. Yeah, no doubt. Now, you wanted me to look at Finland and Sweden too? Is that what you were asking for? Let me do that. Hold on a second. Let's see. Oh, is it going to be in Finnish? It's all in Finnish. Dang it. Hold on a second. Let me get to another. Let me see if I can get to. Okay, here we go. Let me share this. Real says a lot of people are mad about Miller and Trocheck. I mean, no disrespect to those guys. Is that really the best we can do? Like, if it is, it is. But is that really the best we can do? When you look at Canada's roster, and I get it, USA, Canada, I get it. So Finland, Aho, Armina, Granlund, Halla, Hintz, Capo, Kako. I love that name. Kapanen, Karavanta, Lettinen, Lundell, Lusterainen, Rantanen, Teravainen, Tolvanen, Heiskanen, Jokiharo, Lettinen, Lindell, Mata, Martin, Paulo, Mikkola, Ristolainen, the goalies are Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, Lankinen, and Jussi Saros. And that's the problem that Finland has. That's the problem that Finland has is, can the goalies keep up? That's a tough team to, you know what I mean? Like, that's a hell of a defensive. I mean, then, you know, you're not talking about massive superstars, but, you know, they got some guys on that team that can make life difficult for you. Yeah, the Finns are solid. Colin says Jason Robertson should have made it over Trocheck, in your opinion. Yeah, they're a little lacking at forward, Craig. I'll agree with you there. Yeah. Yeah, Robertson's having, yeah, I mean, Trocheck, it's like, okay, you know, he's not a bad player. Canada's just so stacked. I mean, Canada's is on paper in terms of names, when you look at it, it's like Canada's rough. And now let's see if I can find Sweden here. Let's see if I can get a nice, let's see. That's Minnesota Wild. That's Team USA. Here we go. Okay. Bratt, Carlson, Eriksson, Ek, Forsberg, Holmberg, Kempe, Landeskog, Lindholm, Nylander, Pettersson, Reichel, Raymond, Wenberg, Zibanejad, Anderson, Broberg, Brodin, Dahlin, OEL, Forsling, Hedman, Carlson, Gustafsson, Markstrom, and Wallstead. Look at that defense. Good God almighty. That defense is that's pretty solid on D. There's no doubt there. The forward group, I mean, of course, it's an Olympic team. It's solid. Now, the goalies, Gustafsson, Markstrom, and Wallstead. Wallstead's been having a good year. Wait, is that both? Is that both? Gustafsson and Wallstead, both Minnesota goalies? Both? Both? Hungry. Both? Well, I didn't even catch that at first. Yeah. That's wild. No pun intended. Ain't that something? Man. That's right. Omar took a personal leave of absence. Yeah. Good point. Good point. That's a decent team. Finland could give some people some trouble. If Finland's goaltending holds up, I don't think they're going to beat Canada. If you could take Canada's forwards with Finland's defense and the United States goaltending, that would be the Olympic team for Team Earth when the aliens invade. Yeah. Yeah. Real. Yeah, I did see that about Aikman helping the Dolphins in their GM search. That was a little bit interesting. Put my mad picture over there. That's right, Omar. That's right. Yeah, the Wild have a decent I think we looked at this. I think we looked at this last week. Let's see. Let's get. Wallstead has been playing really well. Where's the? I see team stats. Team stats. Thank you. Gustafson 247 and a 912. Wallstead a 221 and a 928. Now, what's interesting there is Wallstead is 23. He's only played 5 games before this season. And his numbers are 221 and a 928. And I wonder, no, Spencer Knight's numbers have gone down without Bedard. Spencer Knight started off like he was going to be Olympic, possibly worthy. But I guess his numbers recently have tailed. He's not bad, 263 and a 909. But his more recent play, I guess, hasn't been spectacular, where Wallstead has been, I mean, he hadn't been an absolute brick wall. I don't know. I find it a little bit interesting. I guess Wallstead's numbers are better, but I wouldn't have thought. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking Team USA. Why am I? Yeah, Jaws. What am I thinking? Why did I get Spencer Knight out of that? What the hell was I thinking? Anyway, I was thinking for Team USA. Let me get back to Team USA, because that was what I was hoping for. Was let me get back to Team USA here. Here we go. Hellebuyck, Ottinger, and Swayman. Yeah, I mean that's Swayman's numbers are not as good as Knight's, but Swayman's got more experience. But Knight's numbers are better than Swayman's. Swayman's a 284 and a 904. Knight's definitely better there. What about Otter? I'll be back at the chat in a second. I'm just looking at all this. Otter's numbers are pretty much almost exactly what Spencer's are right now, 257 and a 907. And then also Hellebuyck, which Hellebuyck belongs. But what's his numbers right now? So that's interesting. That's really interesting. That I was kind of hoping Spencer was going to get a shot. I guess maybe because Swayman's got playoff experience, right? Not that it's been good playoff experience. His numbers in the playoffs have been less than desirable, although the last time he was in, they were pretty good. So maybe that's what made the difference, most likely, now that I'm looking at it. So I was kind of hoping Knight was going to get a chance, but his numbers have kind of dipped off there a little bit. Jameson says a healthy Demko would have been a lock for us. Understandable they didn't select him, right? Van says Swayman is actually amazing when he turns it on. He's one of the two primary reasons Edmonton lost to Boston. Yeah, Swayman's one of those, he kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit when he did the whole, with his contract negotiation, how he put some things. But maybe next time for Spencer. I missed 2 supers. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let me scroll up. Better be 1,500 from JC. That's what I know. Hey, thank you, Frank. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, bud. He says, also everyone going to the Olympics got sick. What did you, was that a second thing that you said? Let me see what the first one was. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate you, buddy. He says, breaking news. The hate on the Florida Panthers have reached new peaks. It's no doubt, man. And then also everyone going to the Olympics got sick. That sounds good to me. Nobody can go. Nobody's allowed to go. I like that idea, Frank. Thank you, bud. Appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate you. Yeah. Nobody can go. Oh, we're not going to get that lucky. Kenneth says there's Florida hate on Mount Everest now. It's wild, man. Hungry says the Wild got a decent pair for sure. Are you Randy Moeller now? Jason's laughing. Yeah, Jameson. Jason Robertson didn't make Team USA. Yeah, Trocheck. What's Robertson's numbers right now? Let's look at that. I'm curious. Let's see here. He's got 24 goals and 24 assists right now, and he's a plus 15. Vincent Trocheck right now has 9 goals and 13 assists and is a minus 8. Robertson has 24 goals and 24 assists. He's got 48 points in 41 games, and he's a plus 15. Trocheck has 22 points in 28 games and is a minus 8. What? What? How? Like, the only thing that even remotely close makes sense in that is if Robertson said, don't pick me, I don't want to go. Like, that don't make any sense. Robertson's literally on a 100-point pace, and Trocheck's like, right now. Greg says Team USA is probably a popularity contest, not best guy up. Kenneth says maybe Robertson wanted to play for Texas, but they said you only USA. I don't know, man. Beck says also the amount of hate people have that the Winter Classic is in Florida is hilarious. Why do they care so much? Well, because it's rigged for us, Bex. It's somehow George Peros took over the league and has rigged the entire thing for us, and this is just another one of those. It's just more evidence. Van says Canada could have better defense and better goaltending, but McDavid, McKinnon, Celebrini makes it impossible for you to complain much. Yeah. What about JT Miller's? What about his numbers? How the hell did Robertson get left off? Miller is at the same 22 points, and he's a minus 11. 10 goals and 12 points. Like, hold on a second. I'm just curious about something. Like, I mean, he's got 22 points in 35 games. It don't make any sense. And Robertson's sitting there just tearing it up. It don't make any sense whatsoever. Like, who's making that decision? Who's making that decision? Real says, don't forget Mike Sullivan is USA head coach. He got Trocheck and Miller in, but not Fox. Right. Beck says, then put us in a playoff spot if it's rigged. They're just trolling. They're just trolling the rest of the teams right now, Bex. They have to make it look good. it's become so obvious that it's rigged for us that now they're having to invent new things like injuries and poor play in the script to make it appear as though we're not going to win again when it's obviously rigged for us to win again. It's just for it's just window dressing. We know we're going to win again. It's rigged. Yeah, that's wild. What would Robertson do? Like I guess I could understand if one of Miller or Trocheck get in, but like Robertson kind of feels like a no-brainer. Like, where's the rest of Team USA? I mean, could Chucky hasn't even played, right? Now, who else? Now, Brock Nelson, right? 30 points, 39 games. He's in. We're fine. That's good. Oh boy, what an interesting situation. I didn't even think about it at first, but oh well, it is what it is. If I was Robertson, I'd be pissed. Real says Bill Gary, Minnesota Wild Jam is in charge for Team USA. Huh. You would think he would want Robertson to get tired, Real says script is unoriginal, blowing a team to the Habs and losing in overtime. We did that last year, a league. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but that's the signal, Real. That's the red herring. That's the signal to the rest of the league that we're doing the same thing as last year. That's what it is. Every once in a while, the league has to give a signal to everybody that's behind the scenes rigging it so that they can make sure that we are doing the same thing as we did last year, which is rigging it for Florida. So every once in a while, they have something happen exactly the way it happened last year. Yeah. It's easy to see. Beck says, if we win again after the start of the season, call it quits for the next 10 years. Oh, they'll be exhausted, right? Bubba's in net tonight, Colin. Van says they were at risk of losing Buffalo, so they let Buffalo pass Florida, if only temporarily. What goalie tandem would I want for Team USA, Simon? I mean, we did what we could with what we got. I don't have any big complaints. Hellebuck and Ottinger, obviously, can play in big moments. Swayman has played, Spencer Knight probably not quite there yet, I guess. Doesn't have the same experience. I'm pretty comfortable with what we got. We'll be all right. So, I want to give out the schedule again here. I did this at the beginning of the stream, but now with everybody here, I'm going to be live for the members tonight, starting at 6:15. So I'm going to go from 6:15 to 7:30 for the members. And then at 7:30, Kyle will pick it up downstairs. And then I'll do my getting ready for the recap and all of that. And I'll join him at 8. And then we'll have all the other pregame festivities. So the game stream will start at 7:30, but the pregame member stream is going to be from 6:15 to 7:30. So that's what we're doing tonight. Real says the goalie tandem is good as long as they don't choke like they have in the playoffs. Yeah. Look, Team Canada's forward group, it's just stupid. Beck says that you think they're doing an hour pregame show? Yeah, something like that. I'll have Kyle pick that up at like 7:30. Yeah, 7:30. I'll go from like 6:15. Done. I should try streaming that. Yeah, no, Bex, I'm good. I'm good. I'll never break the rules again. God dang, man. Break the rules one time, and they're like, if you do it again, you're suspended for a week. Like, damn. Yeah, no, I'm. That's why I didn't make, for those of you who missed it at the beginning, that's why I didn't make a clip video, because it's on TNT, JC. When I went to make a clip video of it, I can remove the video part that was copyrighted, but the audio is embedded into the what I've recorded, the audio from the practice. So in no way I'm taking a chance of them being like, oh, look, we took down this guy's stream and he just put it back up. Like, no, I ain't. So I can't make any clips there. Yeah, we don't want Jaws to get taken away by the government. No, not right now. So like I can't do any, like I got to be really careful for the 30 days. So like maybe over the summer, I'll put together a clip of it and put it out for the members, and I won't try to make it, monetized or something. I still have the recording downloaded, so we're good there. But I didn't want to mess with it right now because that's all I need is to be suspended for a week. Sebastian says, if I could have any current or former Panthers player on the show, who would it be? Let's see. Yager. I mean, I've had Billy on, obviously, and Randy. That counts, obviously. If a former Yager, a current one, I kind of want to say Chucky. But then honestly, I want an Aaron Ekblad and Jaws make amends, shake virtual hands live stream. That's if I could pull that off. Yeah, it's a funny story, and half of me wonders if he did it just so I could tell the story about it. The other half, maybe he just doesn't like me. That's also possible. But yeah. Van says, better safe than sorry. YouTube doesn't care. They kill channels on a whim sometimes. Yeah, I ain't even messing with it. No, thank you. Great White. I couldn't believe it, man. Like it was just practice. And within 5 minutes, y'all was just like, oh, he's gone. That's it. He nuked. I couldn't believe it. Sebastian said, I'd love to see me get Yandel on the show. Huh. I hadn't thought of it. I hadn't thought of that, actually. I actually wouldn't mind that either. Hey, Kyle, that you waking up? Okay. Are you alive? Yeah. Okay. So here, open up. I got to tell Kyle the schedule. All right. So you ready?
What?
So, it's the schedule tonight.
Schedule?
Yeah. So, because we got to do early, right? So you're going to start streaming at 2. You're going to go from 2 to 8 by yourself. And then I'll show up and just sit there and let you finish the game. Okay? No? I mean, I could maybe make it 3 to 8. All right. 7:30. I'm doing the member stream from 6:15 to like 7:25. And then you start down there at 7:30 because they're doing a big pregame show. And then I'll do my recap and all of that stuff. And then I'll sit down with you by 8.
Yeah, well, I figured we'd start a little early, and that's just about the normal time for hockey.
Right, anyway. Right. So just make sure you're all good to go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I can't even joke with him anymore. He knows I'm full of it. He knows I'm full of it. So it is what it is. So, all right, that's going to do it for here today. Everybody that's going to the game, have a great time. I guess you guys get an opportunity to get your picture taken with the cup again. I ain't too proud to ask if there's any kind of free swag that you guys can pick up for for the channel, I'll pay you. I'll pay for the shipping. I'll pay whatever. I wouldn't mind having some Winter Classic stuff to put up. And then holy crap! Thank you, Great White. Thank you, bud. Thank you, Great White. He says YouTube strikes me all the time, takes down your comments. Well, I tell you, Great White, one of the first times that Donna was here and she was watching the stream, and I forget if we were talking about dinner, and I said, "Hey, what do you want? What do you want me to make for dinner tonight?" And she put in the chat she wanted me to make chicken breast, and YouTube took her comment down because it said breast. That's the truth. YouTube nuked her comment because she said breast. Even though she put the word chicken before it. So YouTube is they got special cakes. They got special cakes. Like fresh cakes in TED. So thank you again, Great White. All right, everybody. Thank you all. Appreciate y'all. Love all super chats. Really, really appreciate everybody. And yeah. So 6:15 for the members, 7:30 for the regular stream. Everybody gonna have a good time. Holy crap! Great White. Great White, you won't let me go. Thank you, Great White. All right, I'll stick around another couple of minutes. Now I gotta stick around a couple minutes. I can't just leave. Dude just gave me $70. Why is it different colors? Oh, it's because it's different. Oh, okay. See, because I'm colorblind. But that one, that's a new. I've never seen that color before. So now I'll stick around a little bit longer. Okay. I don't want you to think I'm just working for money, but I can't just leave on that note. So JC, let me see if I can show this picture. Let me see if I can show you how pissed off JC. Oh, there's more pictures. Wait a minute. Oh no, here we go. I don't know if this is going to come. It's not going to work. It's not going to work because my phone got big cracks in it. JC's just all pissed. Now, why are you all pissed off, JC? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's hysterical. Mary says, I wonder if chicken breast would be okay. It stayed. Chicken breast stayed. Let's see. Let everybody put breast in the chat. Let's see. I like big chicken breasts. Let's see if it lets me say that. Let's see. JC says, my wife called asking what I was up to, and I was scared to answer, think you might have already got to her. Oh, my God. Well, it's allowing so far, and I cannot lie. Exactly. Exactly. I like big chicken breast, and I cannot lie. Damn it. Chicken cake would be a different part of the chicken. That's a good point. There you go, Dana. Oh, my God. I'll never forget that. I mean, they literally took it down. You know, they made it so that, unbelievable. And those are filters. Like I can put the filter to the point where it's like no censorship or whatever, but then YouTube still has their own guidelines that they use that just don't make any sense. Well, I've told this story before about the time that I had the stream get demonetized because they said I used offensive and vulgar racist language. This is something to that effect. And so I kept appealing it because I didn't know what the hell did I say. And so I think on the fourth appeal, the third or fourth appeal, I finally got a live person to actually watch the stream. And then they said, well, here's the timestamp for what you said. And so I went back and I watched it, And all it was something had happened during the game. And I said, figures. And figures rhymes with another word. And YouTube, even the live person, the real person who watched it and gave me the timestamp, was too stupid to figure out that I had said figures and thought that I just blurted the N-word out randomly in the middle of the stream with no context and no reasoning. So I finally wrote him back and I'm like, hey, dumbass, listen to what I say. I said figures. And they removed this. They removed the copyright from, well, the demonetization. They removed the discipline. I was cleared of wrongdoing. Craig says boobies and boobies get booted. Freaking YouTube. What are you gonna do, right? This is the world we live in. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna let you all go. Real. Hey, absolute. I'll have you know that I have a Peter Worrell signed stick right up there. Right up there is my Peter Worrell signed stick. So don't even go there. Oh my God, I'm dying. Oh my God. All right. I will see all you members at 6:15 tonight. Man says, I got in trouble once for saying back the truck up. The idiot said I said back. Yep. I believe it, man. I believe it. All right, members. Everybody, I'll see you tonight at 6:15 and then 7:30 again. We'll have a good time. Good time tonight, right? I'm not going to say I feel good about the game because bad things happen when I feel good. I'm just going to remain ornery and cranky until we get 2 points. JC said, I told Jackie I was working. She said, how are you now? I'm convinced you emailed her or sent it. It's psychic, JC. It's telepathy. It's telepathy. You know what? You think she hasn't contacted me via text over the year? What do you think? You know, you telling Donna about the can. You think there's something Donna doesn't know, JC? Donna's just jealous she wasn't there with me. Go ahead. I'll give you her number. Donna knows the stories that you guys don't know. Why do you think I had to stop? Why do you think I had to stop Confessions of a Male Massage Therapist after episode 4? I realized what I was getting ready to talk about, and I said, I don't want anybody getting divorced on account of me. So I stopped. I said, this might not be the best idea to start telling these stories. All right, with that said in mind, I'm gonna go. I gotta eat some lunch before I get loopy and say something I regret. I'll see y'all. Yep, exactly. Great White. She's not watching now. She's got a job interview in a couple of days, so she's happy. All right, everybody. Love y'all. We'll see you in about 5 hours.